Hey, what's up everybody, this is Kyle Record and I'm with another video review. And today I'll be reviewing the WWE Elite Series 73, The Game, Triple H. I picked up this figure and wow, this figure looks phenomenal. I've been looking forward to this for a little while and I'm so glad to finally have this figure. Anyways, before we take a look at the figures, take a look at the packaging first. At the bottom, Elite Collection, Triple H. True Effects, Series 73, WWE logo. On the side it has a picture of Triple H. Now, it doesn't look too bad on the side, but wait till we get to the back of the packaging. I mean, the Photoshop still looks weird, but wait till you see the back of the packaging, then you'll know what I mean, why I thought this picture was weird. And on the side, we have a picture of Triple H from WrestleMania 35, which is fantastic that we actually got a picture of him from the event that the figure's based on, unlike Daniel Bryan, where the attire in the picture was completely different from the attire we actually got with the figure. So definite step up there. On the back, we got a picture of Triple H. We got his stats. You can pause it there if you want to read. And the bio, which this figure is based on WrestleMania 35, which that is correct. Other figures in the set. See what I mean? The picture of Triple H looks a little weird here. Same thing with Daniel Bryan. Anyway, so the other figures in the set, of course, we got Triple H, which we're reviewing today. Daniel Bryan, which was my last review. Aleister Black, already reviewed him. Elias, already reviewed him, so check those out. Grand Metalik, as I mentioned, I will be getting him. Once I get my hands on the regular and the chase, I will be reviewing him. And Kairi Sane, already reviewed her, so check out my reviews of Daniel Bryan, Aleister Black, Elias, and Kairi Sane. So check those out. Anyways, that's about it for the packaging, so let's open up Triple H and see what we got. We'll be right back. Alright, so here we have Triple H. Open up now the package. Now this figure is phenomenal. This is a definite step up than the Elite Series 60 figure. I mean, this is a great Triple H figure. Starting off with his accessories, of course, he comes with a set of interchangeable hands. The fist, which unfortunately I don't like how they painted the peg white along with the hand, which I wish they would have painted it the skin tone to match, with the hand, because they've done that before. Or if it's like a fist or something like that, they usually paint the peg to blend in with the skin tone. Now here it makes sense because he does have wrist tape on, whereas this one, it doesn't. So whatever. I really don't need fist hands, so it really doesn't matter. But it's still cool he came with them. And for the first time in a very long time, he comes with the water bottle. Which, if I'm not mistaken, the last time we got a water bottle with a Triple H figure was all the way back in Elite Series 2. And I don't think we've actually had a water bottle accessory since. So it's great to finally see this accessory back, because how can you have a Triple H figure without the water bottle? I mean, that's like an iconic part of his entrance. And they did actually give us a really wide gripping hand, so he can actually hold the water bottle, which is great. And then just these standard gripping hands, that's really good. Anyways, and he also comes with his entrance attire. He comes with the face mask and the jacket along with the hood. I'm sorry, excuse me, my throat's a little dry. Anyways, now this vest is really awesome. Oh, sorry. There's the NXT logo down there. It says Black Ops down there. Really cool. Of course, it has the zippers and buckles all over it. And it has the logo on the back. Tyrannus Imperium. And he also has his face mask and the hood, which are a separate piece, which I don't really care the way the face mask and the hood looks. I think the face mask is a little bit too big. I don't know, it just looks off when you have both the hood and the face mask on. Alright, whatever. And let's take the jacket off, which is actually very simple. It is made of that stiff rubber, but with a little bit of work and a little bit of patience, it does come off. There we go. Now it's pretty much the same mold as the Elite Series 60. If I pull it up here. See, it's pretty much the same mold, except they actually painted the zipper this time, like on the side. And the buckles and everything, they actually painted it. Maybe not. No, it is. My bad. They did not paint the zippers on the other one, and they did not paint the buckles because it was kind of unnecessary. And then the design's different on the back, of course, but it's basically the same mold. And the hood pretty much comes off. Now I'm glad they actually fixed it with this figure than with the AJ Styles figure, because basically all you have to do when you put this on is basically put the hood on the figure and then put the jacket over it, like this. So now that is how you're supposed to do it. Unlike with AJ Styles, the hood would actually have pegs that would attach to the actual jacket. And when you take it off, it would stretch the hood and it would break the pegs off. So I'm hoping if they continue giving us jackets with hoods, with Elite figures down the road, they do it like this, where all you do is put the hood on and then just put the jacket over top of it. So that way you don't have to actually attach it to the jacket. Like, it just looks better and you don't have to risk breaking it. And last but not least, his face mask, which I love the skull design on it. This looks awesome. But like I said, I think it's a tad bit too big. So when you put it on him along with the hood, it just looks awkward. So I think they should have made it a tad bit smaller. Anyways, now here's Triple H in his wrestling attire from WrestleMania 35 when he faced off against Batista. Head scan is pretty much the same as Elite Series 60. The only difference is really they improved on the beard. Like if I bring in Elite 60 here, so they improved on the beard a little bit, the color and the wash on it to make it look more realistic, and looks like he's actually aging because Triple H is obviously getting older. So they definitely fixed the beard a little bit, and the true effects is actually much better on this one. So I'm glad they fixed that. And of course, he has the elbow pads with the symbol on the back. Of course, he has the logo on the front and the Triple H logo on the back. And the black knee pads and the standard black boots. Now this figure is also an improvement over the Elite Series 60. One of those being the waist. On the Elite Series 60, the waist was incredibly loose, which that was like my biggest problem with Elite 60. With this figure, they fixed the waist. It's nice and tight. However, I don't know if it's just my figure, but the ab crunch is very, very loose. I mean, it's nice and tight when you move it forward, but then when you move it backward, I just say it's like really, really, really loose. So I don't know if it's just my figure, but it's all right. Anyways, for comparison, here he is with the Elite 60 Triple H. Just let me take the jacket off real fast. Anyways, see, so the Elite Series 73 is pretty much just a repaint of the Elite Series 60. Aside from down here on his calves. But it's the same boots, well, pretty much. The attire is similar. Same elbow pads, same molding, and same head sculpt. But I do like this one much better, because this one's definitely a big improvement over the Elite 60. Like I said, with the waist on the Elite 60 was really, really loose. With this one's nice and tight. However, the ab crunch is very, very good on this one. It's not like, I mean, sure, it's loose, but it's not like so loose you can, like, it's a problem. Whereas this one, it's really, really loose. So who knows, maybe I might find a way to torso crack it and fix that, or maybe, I don't know, tighten it up somehow. And for one more comparison, since this figure is based on WrestleMania 35, here he is with the Elite Series 72 Batista. So this looks awesome together. So if you have both of these figures, you can recreate the match they had against each other at WrestleMania 35. Since these are based on the match they had against each other at WrestleMania 35 in a no-holds-barred match. And I thought this was a decent match, Triple H versus Batista at WrestleMania 35. So it's great that we actually have both Elite figures based on that match, because I love the attires that both guys wore. So like I said, if you have both figures, you can recreate that match in stop motion or playing with it if you choose to play with your figures. So that's fantastic. Articulation is pretty much what you would expect. Head can rotate 360. Sorry, I keep bumping my hand on my tripod. I apologize. Anyways, head can rotate 360. Can't look down, and it can't look up either. Arms will rotate 360. Go in and out. rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow, rotate at the wrist, and hinge. Of course, here's the ab crunch, which moves about that far forward, and this far back. As waist. Legs can go forward about that far, and then back to the original position. They can go in and out. Rotate at the thigh, double jointed knee, swivel at the boot, hinge at the ankle, which this one's not super tight anymore, which is great. Like with the ankle joints lately, they're actually hit or miss. Sometimes they're like so tight you can't move them. With this one, it's tight, but you can still move it fine. And then also the ankle pivot, which of course I love that for a wider stance and a variety of poses. Anyway, so overall, this is a phenomenal Triple H figure. It's definitely an improvement over Elite Series 60. And this is honestly one of the best Triple H figures ever made. Even if you have the Elite Series 60, I would still recommend picking this figure up, even though it's just a repaint. But definitely pick it up. And it's definitely a great companion piece to the Elite Series 72 Batista, so you can recreate the match they had against each other at WrestleMania 35 last year. So like I said, if you're a Triple H fan, definitely pick this figure up if you can. Now, this figure, along with Daniel Bryan, is also the shelf warmer of Elite Series 73. So if your Walmart or Target or whatever still has Elite Series 73, you should have no problem picking this figure up. So I'd say if you find it, definitely pick it up if you can. Or possibly order on the internet for a good price. But either way, it's well worth the money. It's definitely a fantastic figure to add to your collection. So I'll give this figure a 9 out of 10. My only complaint with it is the ab crunch being really loose. And also the face mask being a tad bit too big. But aside from that, it's a fantastic figure. Definitely pick it up if you can. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Check those out. Links are down below. And you can message me anytime you want. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Bye.